Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I am Digital Spooker, and this is my first attempt at a Let's Play. The game I am playing, as you can see, is Resident Evil Director's Cut, and this is the Fancy Pants DualShock version, and unless somebody can correct me, the only difference I can think of is that my controller is going to vibrate if I screw up and I let a zombie start gnawing on my ankles. So without further ado, let's get this Let's Play underway.
Resident Evil.
We have two characters we can play as, Chris Redfield and Jill Valentine. I'm going to be playing through this Let's Play as Jill. I will eventually, however, be playing through as Chris so you can see my horrid attempt at finding and managing those little keys Chris needs oh so badly. So without further ado, let's begin.
Alpha Team is flying around the forest zone situated in northwest Raccoon City, where we're searching for the helicopter of our compatriots Bravo Team, who disappeared during the middle of our mission.
You haven't found it?
No, I haven't found it yet. Bizarre murder cases have recently occurred in Raccoon City. There are outlandish reports of families being attacked by a group of about 10 people. Victims were apparently eaten. Bravo Team went to the hideout of the group and disappeared.
Look, Chris!
It was Bravo Team's helicopter. Nobody was in it. But strangely, most of the equipment was still there. However, we soon discovered why.
Hey! Come here!
Chris Redfield.
You can tell this is a game from the 90s due to the fact they figured it was a smart idea to do a live
Jill
action
Valentine.
cutscene. Though, from what I can tell, that introduction is actually quite a bit shorter than what was around in the original Resident Evil.
Rebecca
At
James.
least it certainly feels that way now that I'm looking at a timer for it.
Albert Wesker. Resident Evil.
I also love how they're trained police officers, yet they thought an abandoned mansion in the middle of a field after being attacked by some random animal was a smart idea.
What is this?
Wow! What a mansion!
Captain Wesker, where's Chris?
Stop it! Don't open that door!
But Chris is...
What is it?
Maybe it's Chris. Now, Jill, can you go?
I'm going with you. Chris is our old partner, you know.
Okay, let me handle this. Stay alert!
I apologize for the way the audio's choppy. It's the emulator. It's certainly a lot better than when I was trying a run through earlier. It was echoing a lot worse. I'm gonna keep playing with the settings, see if I can't get it better.
A dining room.
And there's Barry being as astute as ever, because who could have ever figured out that we were in a dining room on our own? I'm just gonna backtrack so you get a little bit of extra dialogue.
Investigate if you hear any gunfire.
And actually, by triggering that cutscene, we just solved one of the first problems and saved ourselves some ammo. I forgot about the tank controls.
What? What is this?
What is it?
Blood. Jill, see if you can find any other clues. I'll be examining this. Hope this is not Chris's blood.
Actually, no, we'll leave that there, because we're going to do things a little bit differently. And I mistakenly figured we would trigger the introduction of the first zombie, but I guess I triggered that little talk with Wesker a little bit too early. I suppose I could always go back and just talk to him now, but... And I apologize, I just skipped the introduction video for that zombie where he chomps on poor Kenneth's head. But let's see if I can get some poor management on my part, but we'll suck up that bite and we'll get ourselves some extra ammo. And unlike poor Chris, we get a little hand with this guy.
Barry?
What is it?
Watch out! It's a monster!
Let me take care of this.
the...
Kenneth was killed too. Maybe by this creature.
I love the delivery of that line. What
Anyway,
is it?
Let's report this to Wesker.
You can get a slight variation of that if, after you meet up with Barry and he asks about the blood. If you go back to these doors and leave, Wesker delivers that speech about you investigating gunshots, you come back in, Barry asks if you've lost your nerve already, zombie comes in, Barry kills it.
Wesker! Help me look for him, Jill. And don't leave this hall for the time being.
So rather than do what the logical person would do and check upstairs, we're going to take a little shortcut and just go poke around behind the stairs.
Find anything, Jill?
Nothing. What is this all about? I can't figure it out at all.
Beats me, too.
Now it's Wesker's time to disappear. I don't know what's going on.
Well, it can't be helped. Let's search for him separately. I'll check the dining room again.
Okay, I'll try the door on the opposite side.
This mansion is gigantic. We could get into trouble if we get lost. We should start from the first floor, okay? And... Jill, here's a lockpick. It might be handy if you, the master of unlocking, take it with you.
Thanks. Maybe I'll need it.
Now, if any of you have read the Resident Evil novels, you'll be familiar with the fact that...
Listen, if something happens, let's meet up in this hall.
Thank you for interrupting me, Barry.
This time, I'll be there.
Thank you for another interruption. As I was saying, if any of you are familiar with the Resident Evil novels written by S.D. Perry, it explains why Barry has a set of lockpicks. And it turns out it was Jill's old set, and Barry was trying to learn how to pick locks. Well, technically not canon. I can't see the harm in, going with that theory, since it makes more sense than Barry just randomly having a set of lockpicks with him when, Jill is the former thief. And here we're dealing with our very first Resident Evil puzzle. The also complicated push the step ladder. No, Capcom, I don't want a very useful map of the first floor. A dead body, and as a highly trained police officer, let's shoot it. We'll just ignore the fact that we technically just murdered an innocent person who was just chilling out at night in the back room, despite the fact he's bloody and has chunks of skin missing, but I'm sure he had a pre-existing skin condition. So now we're just going to cut through here. Go through this hallway, which I'm pretty sure after this I'm never going to have to come through again, so I'm not too concerned about these guys. Might as well conserve our ammo. high-res Jill, but it's not like the GameCube remake where you can see her boobs jiggle if you do that. Anyway, we're gonna pick up our first strange and random plant. Because who wouldn't take a strange plant off the floor of a creepy mansion in the woods? We're gonna do our first major milestone. And that, we're going to go pick up the shotgun. And I'm sorry for that very unsightly graphical glitch there, but it is an emulator, and an emulator's not perfect. So we'll just chalk it up as a Wizard of Oz moment and pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. This is one of the reasons why I always prefer to do a run-through as Jill, because A, she has 2 more item slots than Chris, and B, she gets the shotgun insanely early. You combine that with, some good dodging skills, common sense in ammo conservation, and you usually will never run out of shotgun ammo.
Hey, what's going on?
Jill? Is that you, Jill? What happened?
Barry? Help me, please. The door won't open. Quick!
Stay away from the door, Jill. I'm gonna kick this door down. Hurry! This way!
And here comes one of the most iconic Resident Evil catchlines that's been joked about for years.
Oh, Barry!
That was too close. You were almost a Jill sandwich.
You're right. Barry, thanks for saving my life. But Barry, didn't you say you're going back to the dining room to do some research? Why on earth are you here?
I just had something I wanted to check. Now, let's get back to searching for the lost captain and Chris, shall we?
Thank you, Barry.
Yeah.
Alright, folks. We hit our first major milestone in that we got the shotgun. This will make progressing quite a bit easier. And we're gonna end the video here. Alright, guys. Peace out.